Probably one of the best initial volleys I've ever had in my life in the first group of birds for the day.
Only the good Lord knows how long each of us has. And if this is my last trip, I have no regrets.
I was wondering how long that was going to take.
How you doing, bud?
Good to see you.
How'd you made it?
I went by the truck and see the leak.
Saskatchewan. Our family's roots in the province go back to the early 1900s. Amund Jonson immigrated from Sweden. The family split time between farms there and in Minnesota, building a life on the prairie. The governments were looking for people to grow crops and had incentives to break ground. In between chores, the boys in the family fell in love with the outdoor lifestyle, hunting and fishing in their free time. They built a moose camp that still stands to this day. The problem, however, is we have no idea where it is. In 2018, my father Ron and I visited the province. We knew the farmstead was near Norquay, but that's all we had to go on. After traveling along gravel roads, we came upon an old church and a cemetery. There, near the back, was a pointed burial marker with my great-great-grandfather's name on it.
It's written in Swedish across the marker, but it's Revelations 14:13. And it says, "Then I heard a voice from heaven say, 'Write this, blessed are the dead who die in the Lord from now on. Yes, says the Spirit, they will rest from their labor, for their deeds will follow them.'"
Why did you want to come on this trip this year?
Well, I wanted to get, I guess, I was thinking this might be my last hurrah, but I wanted to do it with you guys at least one more time.
Our plan on this trip was to find the old farmstead near Norquay, but our adventure begins in Regina, where we were introduced to Brandon Latane.
We're back fourth here there. There's still birds coming from.
There's a bunch dumping in right there.
Oh yeah, well look at them out the way you can't see it with the sunlight there, but that whole hillside is covered. We're out in the middle of the road in front of us.
So it could be beneficial. They pop, we pop, they pop over here, we pop over there, and they might circle a few times back and forth. So.
Well, we're just pulling up for an afternoon hunt, and as you can see, the snows are already in the field that we're going to hunt, but they're all up on the front of the field. We're going to set up back here, actually behind a little rise, so if we don't bump them driving this close to them, one of two things are going to happen. We'll set up without them really caring about us over here, or they'll stay here and suck in all the birds. But either way, we're going to set up here. There's another group, actually a guide service, that's going to set up on another feed just a mile away on the other side of the road here, and hopefully we can tag team these birds. There are a pile of snow geese in the area, so we'll see how it goes.
Keep coming and going, back and forth, back and forth. So you want to come this way?
Yeah.
All right. But get at her and get her done.
Bitter batter. You gotta push pretty hard in on it.
Just like that, we've got the whole decoy spread set. We've got like a dozen Canada full bodies over here on the end. Otherwise, we just kind of have a massive blob of full body snows. It was real quick. We didn't use the stakes. We don't really think we need to. They'll see the white. There are a few stragglers out a distance, hopefully to catch their eye. Then they'll see the mass and should pile right in. And then we're gonna get the A-frame set right over here in this field edge. Put a couple duck spinners here, but probably be primarily a snow hunt. Maybe some ducks, maybe some Canadas. we're sweaty, we're set up. Here we go.
You got one?
Yeah.
All right.
Unless we shot at the same one.
All right. There we go, boys.
Good girl, Penny.
Well, they did that about perfect, huh, fellas?
Yeah, that was probably one of the best initial volleys I've ever had in my life in the first group of birds for the day.
Did you think we were crazy when I said I wanted to hunt snow geese?
A little bit. I just said, I hope you have decoys, because I don't usually target those snow geese. So
There was another group hunting pretty close to us. There's a big pile of birds working a couple of different fields, and you guys worked it out. Like, they're going to hunt one side, we're going to hunt the other. And it's an afternoon, and I know Dan and I talked about it, like, gosh, this could be good, or this could go sideways. Like, you know, two groups hunting that close, and it's snow geese. Like, we're used to getting our behinds kicked by the snows, right? Like, we're used to long, tough days hunting them.
Oh my gosh, right here.
Can you hear it?
That was the best, boys. That's why we do it.
I think I only got one. I got a couple. I'm not sure I'm the only one that hit it. Did you shoot yet?
I think I got one, maybe two.
That single moment is why we snow goose hunt.
That minute and a half or two or whatever it was everything that you have built up the anticipation for that you've described it as, this was incredible.
Coming up here, before you got here, did you want to hunt snow geese?
I was willing to hunt snow geese with you. I would probably be the way I would say it. You know, you and Dan have talked about this and gone on, you know, a little excessively perhaps, but you've also talked about how hard it is. And I wasn't crazy to do that. I wanted to get Dad on ducks, and Mitch and I talked about we don't shoot a lot of Canadas, so we were really looking forward to doing kind of what we had done last time and getting under the Canadas. So I was kind of getting ready to arm wrestle you if we were going to be forced into snow geese the whole time.
That right there is why you snow goose hunt. We had birds working all over us. They came out real high. We're set on an edge, kind of a peninsula of this grass out in this field here, and we got a small spread set up. We got birds coming. I'm gonna jump in.
Bottom line, we're having fun.
Is there another one somewhere?
Yeah.
We killed all three. Oh, okay. Two dropped at the same time there on the right.
Yep.
Here's done.
I think I got one of those. There's no stopping me now.
Yeah. Because you got a chair with arms.
Yeah.
Better keep it out.
She's got a goose. Oops, she saw it. She's coming at us, flying.
Hey, these are locked up in front of us, guys.
Put it on the front, guys.
Jeez.
Alright, we might get some to circle back.
Did we just get one?
We got a couple, I think, didn't we?
Oh my.
Obviously, we like to target snow geese when we come up here, but you knew these guys were maybe interested in finding some ducks, maybe some Canada geese. We didn't really find those.
No.
You were a little nervous about it.
Well, you and I have both hunted snow geese enough to know that sometimes they don't play super nice. Sometimes you might have a week-long trip where it just doesn't go very well if that's all you're targeting. So you know the Canadas are going to play nice. You know the ducks are generally going to play nice. The snows are a question mark. So I knew, we talked about it coming up. If it was just you and I, that's all we do is chase snows. But these guys, they're coming all the way up. They're taking vacation time to come on this trip. We want to put them on good hunts.
We got another 500 right here. I can't reload fast enough. I really didn't know that.
I figure once, like 2-3 times today.
Wait.
Get ready, Dad. Now we're going to do it. Dad, get ready. Right, Dad. Now that felt good. I hit birds that time.
Well, feel free to start filming. I'll shoot.
Yeah, you definitely can switch, Dan.
I don't care. I'm set up already, so.
I'm getting some slow-mo footage too.
Good.
Yeah, once you experience it and you see what a good snow goose hunt can be like, it makes you want to go on another one, doesn't it?
Yeah, just the sound of all of them going and wing tricking through the air, and yeah, honestly, I just can't get over the sound they make. It's just ridiculous when a whole flock sets up.
Like chaos.
Yeah. I mean, it was multiple hours of birds constantly working, and we were laughing because I think Wade was like, "Oh, there's a couple birds working," and it's like, obviously, they haven't stopped.
Good girl, Tiny.
Well, this has been a nutty afternoon, and we still got birds in the air, but we're taking 5 seconds here, 5 minutes here, just to pick some birds up, get reorganized, and soak it in a little bit. This is why we do it.
Wow. We didn't have high expectations, honestly, right? We wanted to come up and get ducks. We're getting over to Norquay to check out the family history.
Well, Wade's got the coordinates up there, but I'm guessing this was the field. And I wonder if that grove up there was the old farm site. Boards going right behind us, maybe. What are we looking at here?
Well, so what I did is I from the old book, Norquay Nostalgia, there was a hand-drawn map in there, and it was showing where they wanted to put schools back in the day. And on it, they labeled all the kids in the families. Well, as we were looking at it, up here in section, 32, I saw the Amundsons and Johnsons. So Andrew and Amund had the land. So this was where they had their homestead back in 1906.
So you think that's the house?
Yep, that's where they labeled the house to be. Obviously it's a hand-drawn deal, but then the number of kids that would attend the school was circled.
4?
Mm-hmm. Because Helmer wasn't born yet, I think, and Uncle Ed would have been too young. Saskatchewan did a cool thing where you could take right off of the census you could take and click it, and it would take you right to Google Maps with the corresponding location, so you could find that.
So that driveway, that was the driveway, and it goes back up to the middle. There's a clearing in the middle of that grove.
There is.
You know, we could try to knock on a door around here and try to get permission to go up there. My great-great-great-grandfather farmed there. We're trying to figure out who owns it now.
I'm not sure who owns it exactly, but I do know, I'm not sure if it's him or his dad, but I can give you his number.
Oh, that'd be great.
Hello.
I got kind of a weird question for you. Was there any chance we could just walk back into there?
Yeah, you can give her, yep.
I appreciate it.
Well, there have been 2 landowners since then, and who knows what they did. Now, my cousin said in 1965, when he was here, the house and the barn were still standing. The barn said Poplar Grove Farm, 1917, on the front. And there's nothing there but a pile of rubble today, so I don't know. But I'm sure that's the spot.
It's hard to say how much of this stuff is original that we're seeing here, but that trailer back there, that wagon, looks pretty old. Poplar Grove it was called, and you can see why. Poplars are still here.
Oh, yeah.
Even if the farm isn't.
But you got a nail in that board, Dan. Be careful. You might never father any children.
All right.
After doing some more research and talking to some of the locals, I think we had the right property, just the wrong site on the property. It's entirely possible that the grove and the farm site are completely gone now, and all these buildings came later. So we may never know where that barn stood. We did, however, locate the cemetery where Amund Jonson's buried back in 2018.
Well, if you remember that first time, it was kind of windy like this, but it was rainy, and we didn't know we didn't even know. Did we know if it was this one?
No.
We didn't know.
Well, you thought it was based on some information you had, but we didn't know for sure until we found the gravestone.
Which is all the way in the back. So we searched this whole cemetery.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go say hi.
A powerful moment.
Yeah.
You know, on the plat book and stuff, it's ON. On the census, it's mostly ON. Yeah. But I've seen it now spelled with an E. I've seen it spelled with 2 S's.
It's interesting that this one's all in a row, all on its own. It was the first one here, I think, right?
Did they leave spots because anticipating they'd stay? Is that why there's no one else as close?
Well, at the time, I'm sure that's where they thought they were going to be buried.
Because this was 07. So this was just 2 years after he came here.
While the farming opportunities are what drew our family to the area, it's the hunting opportunities, the people we've met, and a moose camp that still has our name on it that's kept us coming back. And while we ran out of time to find that moose camp on this trip, now we got another reason to come back next year.
First group came and did it, and I was like, all right, we got her. And then they kept coming.
Yeah, and right away, we had that big spin, the deafening noise, just geese landing everywhere. Anytime you get snow geese to land in the spread, that's that's pretty cool. But we had a pile landing. I think we got some of the coolest waterfowl footage that I've probably ever captured. You know, I just sat back and was filming. I didn't even shoot into those first few groups, and I think we're all kind of drooling a little bit. We couldn't hear each other. It's stuff you dream about. It's stuff you hope happens every time you go, but snow geese, it's tough. And there were a lot of adult snows in there, too.
Now this hunt was actually our third hunt of the trip. You can watch our first hunt at the link up in the corner here. And then on our second hunt, we had a single that my dad did not miss. I'll link the full video up in the corner right now.
And all of a sudden I see this single snow goose coming behind you. And it is cupped up and it is dropping right into the decoys. And I turn to Dad and I'm just starting to say something to him. And that old Model 12 barked one time and that bird just tumbled.
You saw that bird come in and what happened? Did you probably didn't even think about it. It was probably all instinct.
Why? My eyes were closed. I didn't even see it.
He was getting a little frustrated that first morning, especially. I'm just going through the motions. I can't see him. I can't get out of the chair. And
well, the shooting might have been okay, except I couldn't get up out of the chair.
Yeah. Well, it's a little bit of a learning curve. Shooting snow geese and figuring out how they work. And then if you haven't hunted out of a A-frame style blind like that very much, and if you don't hunt as often anymore, it takes a little getting used to.
I finally bought a higher chair.
Yeah, after that, you couldn't stop him. Suddenly he had his confidence back, he had a little swagger, and that was it. He was knocking down birds and chuckling, and you just saw him settle into the trip a lot more.
That goose, we know for sure, Dad was the only one that shot at it. It folded up, we knew for sure, and that, I know at least for you and I, that was our goal on this trip, is to get Dad, at 84 years old, get Dad a goose. I think I said that to him, and he goes, I want a triple. I'm going to get a triple, or whatever, and we just kind of laughed, like, okay, and we watched him double on pheasants at age 82, shot a double on pheasants.
It was pretty special once that bird came in for him.
So, you shot that one. Did that change how you were feeling about the hunt a little bit?
Well, I knew I at least had one on my belt because nobody else shot. And so that made me feel kind of good.
I think we were at 38 before that last group came in. Just about to go count what we dropped out of that, but they're doing it about perfect. And it's a little warm, dogs are getting tired. Tiny's run all over this field, and it's early yet, so there's a chance we'll get some more shooting yet. Count 'em.
Let him come down. You guys talking about laying in the mud and stuff? I see why. That's a lot easier than the other hunting.
15 to land. Right. They're flaring up or something. Here we go. Oh, here we go.
I didn't touch a feather.
Oh, he's a hopper. Turn him. So to go here. Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Well, snows are set up, so we'll just shoot those.
You got three coming hard on the left. What was the flock on the left? Yeah, team two. Alright, you guys ready? Alright guys, let's get them. Got that bird.
Ready, Ron? Right out front. Ready? Yeah, you can stand up and shoot him or take a right from.
Each time we come up here to Saskatchewan, we learn a little bit more about my family's history. Now, this is the third time I brought my dad up here, but it's his fourth time to the province. The first one being in 1956, when he and his brother Denny came up and hunted with his uncle and their dad Helmer, who was born here in Saskatchewan. That trip in 1956 was legendary for our family, and we paid tribute to it in this video that I'll link up in the corner.
It was kind of neat talking to some of the other people around here that knew our relatives, or their relatives knew our relatives, and just learning.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, they say it's a small world, and sometimes it is. And, you know, more importantly for Ron.
What do you think Helmer would have said, seeing all those snow geese come into the decoy spread like that?
If he wasn't there, he wouldn't have believed me. He just said, that's baloney.
Yep.
was insane.
It was good.
It was like 3 hours of non-stop snow goose just piling in on our faces.
You guys ready? All right, guys, kill him. Straight up in front of us. This group on the left, you guys want to shoot these? Sure. All right, guys, kill them.
Our goal, I think, originally when we talked about this trip is we wanted to try to find the slough that Dad hunted back in 1956. We didn't find the exact slough. We couldn't track it down, unfortunately. That was an epic Saskatchewan hunt in 1956, but I think we had just as epic as a hunt. Is that English?
I think so.
Just as epic of a hunt.
You tell us.
Here in 2024.
Absolutely.
That they did in 1956 with that snow goose hunt.
Somebody could kill it. Somebody wants to. No bird. Oh, he went down, eh? Parent single. Yeah, kill him, guys.
Kill him, Dad. Oh, nice job, bro.
What just happened right there?
I don't know. You know, this is 68 times 100, 56 times 100. I can't even talk. I'm almost out of shells.
Routine.
Yeah. Routine. Maybe that's the name of the video.
Yeah.
Routine.
Yeah.
Nice shooting.
Routine.
Get ready, guys. This is
What do you got?
birds on the right. Might spin over here.
Pile coming from the left.
Okay. All right, we're just gonna wait then. Okay, they don't sit down in the field over there.
There's a single down.
Yeah, we got birds coming from the right. Is there more coming?
Yep.
I mean, from the left?
Yeah.
So should we wait on these or should we shoot them? Wait? Okay. We should do these. Yep, go. Nice shooting, fellas.
I think I got 3 there.
Jeez.
guys ready?
Yep.
All right, go ahead. We can probably, when these three spin around.
One in the decoy?
Yeah.
Oh, see the tree. Ready, Ron? See that guy?
Yeah, go ahead.
Where are those?
Wow.
Well, they don't make it anymore. But
Loading shell so fast, put one in backwards.
got the gun all tore apart.
Yeah.
Oops, you're good. Dad, you're a goose killer. It's been almost 2 hours of this. Won't go about a box an hour.
I think I'm in.
You're ready, guys. All right, guys.
I got one.
Good. Yeah, what do you think?
This is honestly, you hate to throw this around, but this is one of those once in a lifetime hunts. I mean, it's been nonstop. We've been on here for 3 hours. It's 5:19. We've been on here for 3 hours, just banging away at snow geese. Like, people get their butts kicked for a whole month on these birds, and we're having a time. They call Saskatchewan the land of living skies for a reason. We're seeing it tonight. This is unbelievable.
Look at this. Crazy.
The best shoot I've ever had.
You knocking some birds down, Dad?
Oh, yeah, I'm getting a few.
Yeah, good. We got 20 of them to shoot, you know.
20.
Yeah,
20?
that's your limit. Good job.
I'm not there yet.
Beating them up, boys. Oh my gosh. Wait for the big group. This can be our shot, guys. Are you ready? No, wait. We're gonna have to shoot these right now, guys. Shoot them. Somebody kill it.
Kill it. Oh boy, Daniel. Oh, there we go.
Jeez. Go ahead, you guys.
I tell people 100 bird day, usually you need 10 guys. Obviously it happens with fewer, but generally you need a 10 bird average from 10 guys. That's how a lot of 100 bird days happen. We probably sailed a few birds, so we called it a little early just to be safe, but we broke the 100 bird mark. It was unreal, one of the best hunts ever. And a group of 7 or 8 birds came in. Yeah. And we were just about to call her quits, and we said, all right, Dad, this flock is just you.
Yeah.
And I was, talk about being slow coming out of the blind, I was slow bringing the camera up because it happened so fast. And I think I just got the last shot, but he shot 3 times.
We were all kind of, I think half of us were out of the blind, if not all of us out of the blind. And we were getting ready to call it, getting ready to get organized. And it was 6 or whatever came over, and
There it is. Oh! Nice. Did I have that in focus? I sure hope so.
Another one go down.
Oh, he's hurting. Oh, he hit the first. It's going to circle back. Somebody reload.
Yep. Oh, he's going down.
Catch him, Tiny.
Nice.
111.
You didn't get a triple, but you got a double. That's pretty good.
I don't know what I got.
Wait a minute. Did you say a third one went down over there?
Yeah, one just went down over there.
Dad, you just got a triple. You hit 3 of them. They all fell.
Really?
I mean, you were joking the whole time that you were going to shoot, I'm going to shoot a triple. And then you did. That was kind of cool. We're getting ready to pack up. We just had this incredible hunt, unbelievable day, maybe number 1 or number 2 on your list in your life. And this last flock comes in.
I thought, I'm going to get one more chance at a goose. I wasn't thinking triple at all. But you guys all decided not to shoot, and I guess I got one.
You got more than one.
I got 3, I guess.
There it is, 84 years old. Tripled up in Saskatchewan. This is the same gun you used in 1956. It's a Model 12. And here you are using it again. It's what, 68 years later? Is that what we figured?
68 years later.
And you just shot a triple.
WS1.
That's amazing.
Oh, that was pretty special. I'd like to think that I'm still doing it at that age, and it's fun that, you know, he's still coming along and cracking jokes and dropping snow geese and shooting triples.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And blaming the dogs on his farts.
Boys, we are real close to our limit. We needed Ron to shoot a couple there. We're pretty close. We don't need to shoot a full limit. Oh, look at these coming in. Oh my gosh. Let me see if I can get a focus on them. Oh, they landed out there.
Oh, sorry.
Just trying to put this one back, and some geese landed on the outside of the spread. They're just walking around right there. This has been unreal. There's our hide. Pretty good edge hide right there. There's Dan, there's Mitch, Ron's there, Brandon's there, there's Wade. Oh gosh.
We got birds coming.
Well, we're just gonna film, maybe try to shoot mallards or darks if they come through, but we're just gonna sit back and enjoy the show. We're short of the limit, but
It was really kind of a picturesque evening. The sun was setting, the moon was coming up, the sky was still a dark blue, but the stars were starting to come out. The moon was a quarter moon, and it had a goldish tint to it. And it just, I got emotional for a minute there, thinking about, 100 years ago, 125 years ago, when great-grandpa and grandpa first came here and started this whole thing. And here we are, 2024, still having a go at it. Pretty special.
Everything is just falling into place on this trip.
There's a saying I've heard and think through in life, right? God doesn't make mistakes and opens doors where you don't expect it. And I think we saw a lot of that this trip.
Well, that was one to remember right there. I mean, just an unbelievable hunt with the family. Snow geese are my favorite, and what you just saw is the reason why. But to top it all off is we're up here because of what happened in 1956 and that epic hunt that took place there. I hope this was as enjoyable for you as it was for me and all of us. And I want to thank Brandon, of course.
Unbelievable weather this week, which was another sign of it was meant to be. I got a new wingman, so we're going to keep in touch, and here's to next year.
Big thank you to all you guys, and of course our host Brandon. It's a wonderful trip. If I never go again, I'll remember this.
This is the best. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video.
All right.
I'm bleeding internally.
Woo!
Ever since I've seen her, she's been holding it. She stood next to me like she wanted me to take it for a second and then walked away with it.